What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be one of those awkward videos that I absolutely love doing on my channel, and it's going to be all about products that I stopped using for one reason or another. Quick disclaimer, and I always say this in videos such as this, please do not be offended if these products work for you. They don't work for me, and it's okay. It's not going to work for everybody. I am not going to be bashing these products, but I completely stopped using them because maybe at the start they worked and then they stopped, or they just didn't work from the beginning. So I do hope that you guys enjoy this video, take a few kind of like tips about these products, and let's get started. So here are all the products that I'm going to be talking about in this video. They don't even fit in this pink pouch that I have from Soap & Glory, and this is the pouch that I use all the time when I talk about products that I stop using or I don't like. So randomly I'm just going to take products out. There will be no order in here, so I'm going to start with a hair product. This is by Organics or OGX, and it's their Sensually Soft Tsubaki Blossom Conditioner. It says here at the front, Tsubaki Blossom, an Asian Japanese secret infused with bamboo extract. It helps to create a petal soft texture for each strand and sultry, touchably soft, tempting hair. Okay, these OGX products are very affordable. You can find them at the drugstore, and I mean, I've tried so many, but this one, although it smells really nice, it doesn't leave my hair soft. It doesn't it has no slip for thick hair like mine. If you're new to my channel, I have naturally curly hair, and this product doesn't do anything to help me moisturize, detangle my hair. It actually breaks my hair, and it doesn't work on my daughter's hair either, so I completely stopped using it. Next, I have a Zoeva makeup brush set, and I do like this because I bought them on eBay. They are not a real Zoeva, and I knew they were not real, but I just wanted to test them out. I have them all still here inside the pouch. Just gonna take them out. It's a set of like 15 brushes. I've done a first impressions on these brushes, and I will link to that video up here or in the info bar below. They are absolutely terrible in my opinion. They don't pick up any pigment. I had to keep dipping in the pans to achieve any sort of look. Out of these 15 brushes, only one of them I kept. I think it's called the concealer brush. I'm not entirely sure, but I use it sometimes for concealer. It's okay, it's not amazing, but from a 15 set of brushes, only one I kept. It can already tell you how bad they are. Moving on to a makeup palette. This one is by Makeup Revolution, and it's called their Ultra Contour Palette. I used to love this palette so much. It looks like this. Ooh, the mirror just went out. It looks like this, but as you can see, I have only hit pan on one of the shades, which is this one here. It's like a banana powder. I went through this pan right here so quickly. It barely has any product. It's super affordable. Cannot remember the price, but I will put that on the screen for you guys. I completely stopped using it because I feel like the best shade for me in this palette is the banana shade, and none of the other ones I've actually really used it. I find it a little bit too powdery. Yes, I could repurchase this because it's so affordable, but I don't want to have a massive palette in my collection that I only use one shade out of it. Next, I have a hand cream by Soap & Glory. This one is called the Hand Food in the formula of Sugar Crush. I absolutely love the original formula of this. It's very moisturizing. It comes in two sizes, this one and then the bigger one. I think this one is only £2.50 and the other one is £7, but it's a really large tube. But the Sugar Crush, although it smells very nice, it's not moisturizing at all. I felt like I had to keep moisturizing my hands constantly, and my hands are always in water. I'm always washing my hands. I never feel happy if I don't wash my hands, so this one just did not work for me at all. Next, I have a new product on the market. It's by Rimmel, and it's called the Lasting Finish 25 Hours Breathable Concealer. It's supposed to give you full coverage. It's supposed to be lightweight and last the entire day, plus an extra hour for whoever wears makeup that long. Now I got this in shade 200, and I am not a huge fan of Rimmel makeup. I find that they don't cater for everybody. If they have warmer shades, they look pretty orange. This shade right here looks pretty yellow, and it looks like it's going to blend in really nicely. The first thing that I have a problem with is this packaging. I find it very gimmicky, and I mean, Maybelline also has a concealer that has a little sponge, but it's so much better to apply concealer than this one is. This one is quite stiff. A little goes a long way with this product. However, when you squeeze it out, it looks like you're not squeezing out all that much, but just that little amount applies way too much concealer. It is heavy on the skin, it is visible on the skin, and it just makes you look a little bit older, so it's not one of my favorite concealers. Next, I have an oil from L'Oreal. This is from their Extraordinary line. This one is for combination to oily skin. It's a rebalancing oil. Now I used nearly half, and I really enjoyed using this oil, but I'm not entirely sure if my skin has changed. At first I felt the benefits. I felt like my skin was hydrated, my fine lines were kind of like blurred out, but now I just feel like it leaves my skin feeling really greasy, so I completely stopped using. But I feel like this is a really nice product at an affordable price for the drugstore, and I think it's amazing that they made an oil for a combination to oily skin. If it works for you, I think it's a great product to use. Next, I have a Flower Pot blush, which looks like this. It's super duper pretty. Love the packaging, that it's clear, you can see the shade. It doesn't look cheap or anything like that because the acrylic is actually quite good. It feels like good quality, but I just don't work very well with this shade or with the, I don't know, it's the texture of this product. I don't feel like it applies really nicely. It's a little bit too shimmery for me. Although on the pan it doesn't look shimmery at all, on my skin it just doesn't look very nice. It kind of like washes me out, or it makes me look like I'm wearing a little bit too much blush. I like blushes that are a little bit more on the sheer side and have a really good buildable formula. This one just didn't work for me. Next, I have a Joe Fresh highlighter. This one is in Luster, and I absolutely loved this highlighter when I got it. It was part of a makeup swap with a Canadian fellow YouTuber. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that in the info bar below or here in the I button. And I really enjoyed this highlighter, but for some reason I just don't reach for it. I feel like the best place to use it is like on my chin and on my nose, but on my cheeks I feel like it's a little bit too disco ballish a little bit, so I don't reach for it all that much, but it is a really nice highlighter. Next, I have another eyeshadow palette. This one is by Sleek Makeup. Oh, and it's broken. It has really nice shades right here. It was a Christmas kind of like line that came out. I don't reach for this at all. The shades are okay, but I really don't reach for it all that much. I don't go out all that much in the kind of like festive season. I'm more of a homebody type of person, and I just feel like this is collecting dust on my drawer. So yeah, I just completely stopped using. Next, I have another product which was part of the Canadian UK makeup swap. It's by Tarte and it's called Blissful. It's a cheek stain, which I absolutely love. The packaging is super pretty. It looks like this. It's a beautiful shade. Now, I feel like I wanted to convince myself that I really like this product, but it really doesn't work for my skin. Why? Because I have textured skin, I have enlarged pores, and I just feel like this enhances those things, and I really don't like it. And because I have combination to oily skin, I feel like it enhances even more the oil production. So I feel like this is more for somebody who has really nice skin, who's young and likes that youthful kind of like fresh look, like that dewy look. I feel like this will work really nicely for you, but for me, not so much. Next, I have a Freedom makeup product. This is a brow pomade in the shade Ebony. It looks like this. It actually comes in a glass jar and it only retails for £5. It feels quite luxurious. for a drugstore product. Now I use this a few times when I wanted to use brow pomades. I feel like I found the one that really works for me. This one is a little bit too harsh. It's way too pigmented. If you don't have a kind of like soft hand, you will look crazy. The shade actually works for me. It's a little bit too dark, but I can make it work. But I completely stopped using it. It's way too creamy. It just picks up too much product. Any brush I use, it just picks up too much product and I just look crazy. So I completely stopped using. Next, I have a Body Shop product. This one is called the Tea Tree Pore Minimizer. Now, it's not a primer, which it can actually be used as such, but it's not a primer. It's more of a moisturizer that is supposed to minimize your pores. Again, this is a product that I feel like I wanted to really love, and I believe that I did, but I started to notice that it wasn't doing anything for my pores. And this was only maybe a month to a month and a half after you started using this line. And I love the line, by the way. I've done an entire review and I will link that, of course, below or up here. This is just a product that doesn't work for me because it doesn't do anything for my pores. I felt like it did at the start when I used it, and after a while I just started noticing, no, this doesn't do anything. It didn't control my oils. I'd rather just buy a primer than actually have a product that says pore minimizer, but that doesn't work, so stop using it. Another product by Body Shop, and it's from the same line. This is the Tea Tree Night Lotion. It's supposed to be a purifying tea tree oil treatment for your skin, okay? Again, I said I love this line. I love the toner. I love the tea tree treatment oil. I think I feel like it works really well for my blemished skin when I do have breakouts. I hate the smell of this product. I just don't like when it just lingers on. It just makes me, I don't know, if I have this on my face, I don't want nobody to greet me. I don't want nobody to kiss me. I really don't like the scent. It's completely full. Like, I used it for about 3 to 4 weeks. I wanted to really see the benefits of this product, but I don't like the scent. So that made me completely stop using it. L'Oreal Paradise Mascara. Well, this is actually called the Ecstatic Mascara. Love the packaging, super duper pretty. And I loved this mascara when I started using it. Now, the reason why this mascara is in this video, love the brush. It reminds me of a Too Faced. I think it's the Better Than Sex mascara. It's because a month after started using this, I felt like it was getting too thick, too gloopy, and it just made my lashes glue together. They didn't look all that very nice, all that good, better saying. And that is the only reason why I stopped using this product. It's not cheap. I believe it's more than 10 pounds. And a month later, I just couldn't use it. So I would rather pay a higher end mascara that lasts me 3 to 4 months than paying more than 10 pounds at the drugstore for a mascara that only lasts me about 4 weeks. Next, I have a NYX finishing powder. This is in the shade Banana. You guys are going to be surprised if I can open this box of how much I actually use it, and I am mentioning this product in this video. I used it a lot, yes, because I love how it looks when it's fresh on my skin, but I don't like how it looks when I go out and my eyes are a little bit sensitive and they get a little bit moist, how this powder performs, and also how it looks at the end of the day. It does look cakey, especially in the corners of my eyes for some reason. It doesn't sit properly on my skin. And I wanted to convince me for the months, for the amount of time that I actually used it, that I really like this product, but I actually don't. I love the shade. It's very, very brightening, but it just cakes up after a while. It doesn't last very long. I have to keep retouching my concealer with this powder because it just doesn't make my concealer stay at all. Next, I have a concealer by Estee Lauder. This one is called the Perfectionist Youth Infusing Brightening Serum Plus Concealer. So you have a serum on this side and the concealer on this side, and I've actually used this quite a bit. Now, I stopped using it because this shade is a little bit too dark for me. This summer I didn't really use all that much makeup. I really wanted like that look, less is more. So I didn't use it for like a year. The shade doesn't suit me. It's in the shade W3, and I feel like I'm more of a 2.5 or 2.75 if it existed, which it doesn't. It's the, I don't know, it's a nice concealer, but the problem that I have is the shade. If I was to put it now, it would make my eyes look tired just because it's darker. And this summer I didn't even use it, so it's not because it's a bad product. I've had it for a year. More than likely I'm not going to use it till next summer, so it's going to be 2 years. It's going to go off, so that is the only reason why I stopped using it. Next, I have 3 products from Garnier. These are from the Moisture Bomb line. I have 3 of their products here. The first one is the anti-UV SPF 30 spray, which is for dehydrated skin. I've done a review on this line, so you guys, if you want a little bit more in-depth details about it, I can link that in the info bar below or in the I button for you guys. I didn't feel like this did anything for my dehydrated skin. It made my eyes burn after a while, like they just felt irritated, so I completely stopped using it. The night cream made my skin feel very, very greasy. It's a very heavy textured cream, so it didn't work for me at all. And the Moisture Bomb Super Hydrating Antioxidant Moisturizing, which is supposed to be 3-in-1, again, it made my skin feel quite heavy. It made my eyes feel irritated, and I didn't put them that close, like till here, because then I can use a different cream. This product just irritates my eyes. It has a bit of a scent. And yeah, I just completely stopped using all 3. They are completely full. Don't use them. I'm not entirely sure for what skin type I would recommend these. Maybe somebody who has super dehydrated, dry skin and doesn't get irritation by perfumey products. Next, I have 2 products by NYX. Again, these are lip products. One is from the Butter Gloss line. It's called Creme Brulee. And the other one is the Soft Matte Cream in the shade Sao Paulo. Now, these products are very big on the YouTube world. A lot of people really, really like these. I prefer the Butter Gloss because they're moisturizing. These ones have beautiful payoff, beautiful shades, but they dry my lips like there's no tomorrow. They just crumble. They don't work for me at all. And these ones, I stopped using it because I feel like they just gather in the corners of my lips for some reason. They don't stay put where at the start they did. I don't know. I think my skin has just changed for some reason and some products just stopped working. I do really like the Butter Gloss. I have another one which I can't find where it is, that I use all the time, or I used it all the time, but now I just completely went off of them. But these ones here are way too dry for me. And my last product is a eyeliner. As you can see, my pouch is completely empty. It's by Essence and it's called the Dip eyeliner in waterproof. This was also sent to me by the Canadian swap that I've done a few months ago. I really enjoyed the pigmentation of this product. It's super duper pigmented, okay, but the tip is a little bit too thick for me, so I don't reach for it all that much. If I want to have a more subtle look, especially when I go to work, I don't wear eyeliner all the time, but when I do, I don't want something that is way too bold. And yes, I can see you, you're there, and that's the type of product that this is, so I don't reach for it. It's not because it's not good, I just don't reach for it as much as I do for my Clinique Pretty Easy eyeliner. It's super affordable. I think it's less than 3 or 4 pounds, but the tip is a little bit too thick for me, so I stopped using it. So yeah, my pouch is completely empty. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from myself. If you enjoy videos such as this, please make sure to give it a good thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.